Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Metabolism of triacylglycerol. Here is the general structure of triacylglycerol is composed of glycerol and fatty acids, three fatty acids incorporated in glycerol to, to synthesize triacylglycerol. Synthesis of triacylglycerol occur in liver and it's stored in adipocytes in fat droplets. Normal level of triglyceride in serum up to 40 to 150 milligrams per deciliter in females and 50 to 150 milligrams per deciliter in males. Synthesis of triglyceride consists of two major steps. First of all, synthesis of glycerol phosphate both in liver and adipocytes, that is the precursor of triglyceride formation. Glycerol phosphate is the precursor of triglyceride formation because glycerol phosphate is the initial acceptor of fatty acids during TAG synthesis. And second, synthesis of tags from glycerol phosphate and fatty acyl CoA. Fatty acyl CoA is the major activator activated form of fatty acids after incorporation of coenzyme A in fatty acid by the enzyme fatty acyl CoA synthetase or thiokinase. This enzyme available both in outer and inner mitochondrial membrane. Look at this slide. Let's see how the glycerol phosphate, that is the major precursor of triglyceride synthesized in liver and adipocytes. We know that in liver glycolysis operates in well-fed state and during its during operate glycolysis intermediate dihydroxyacetone phosphate is formed. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate uh, utilizes NADH plus H uh, and converted into glycerol phosphate by the help and reaction catalyzed by the enzyme glycerol phosphate dehydrogenase. Dihydroxyestrogen phosphate converted into glycerol phosphate by consuming NADH plus H. Reaction catalyzed by glycerol phosphate dehydrogenase converted into glycerol phosphate. In liver, glycerol directly converted into glycerol phosphate uh, phosphate group donated by ATP. ATP after donating phosphate converted into ATP, reaction catalyzed by glycerol kinase, enzyme available in liver, kidney and intestine. In adipose tissues, we know that glycolysis operates glucose converted into dihydroxyestrogen phosphate. This dihydroxyestrogen phosphate intermediate of glycolysis utilizes NADH plus H converted into glycerol phosphate reaction catalyzed by glycerol phosphate dehydrogenase. After formation of glycerol phosphate, so the four sequence of includes a four reactions includes a sequence of addition of two fatty acids, incorporation of two fatty acids, removal of removal of phosphate after addition of water molecule, and the incorporation of the third fatty acid to yield triacylglycerol. Let's discuss in detail. Look at this figure. Glycerol 3 phosphate. In this glycerol 3 phosphate, the incorporation of the first fatty acid by fatty acyl CoA is incorporated. Release coenzyme A, reaction catalyzed, release coenzyme A Reaction catalyzed by acyl transferase is the first fatty acid after incorporation of first fatty acid, glycerol 3-phosphate converted into lysophosphatidic acid. In lysophosphatidic acid, the incorporation of second fatty acyl CoA release coenzyme A, again reaction catalyzed by acyl transferases to yield a phosphatidate or phosphatidic acid. Phosphatidic acid, this phosphatidic acid in third step uh, required to addition of water and removal of this phosphate which attach at position number at carbon number 3. Phosphate attached at carbon number 3 going to be removed, and water is going to be added by the enzyme hydroxylases to yield a diacylglycerol. This diacylglycerol should require the third fatty incorporation of third fatty acid release coenzyme A, again the reaction catalyzed by diacylglycerol acyl transferases, and after incorporation of third fatty acyl CoA release coenzyme A, diacylglycerol converted into triacylglycerol. Here look at the monoacylglycerol. In this step, monoacylglycerol directly converted into diacylglycerol after incorporation of the fatty acid, fatty acyl CoA, remove coenzyme A, reaction catalyzed by monoacylglycerol acyl transferases. I repeated these steps once again. Glycerol 3-phosphate is the major precursor synthesized both in liver and adipocytes. Incorporate the first fatty acid in the form of fatty acyl CoA, that is the activated form of fatty acids. Remove coenzyme A, reaction catalyzed by acyl transferases to make a lysophosphatidic acid. This lysophosphatidic acid again incorporate the second fatty acid, remove coenzyme A to yield phosphatidic acid. And in phosphatidic acid, addition of water take place, removal of phosphate, reaction catalyzed by uh, hydroxylases enzyme to make diacylglycerol. Diacylglycerol also yield directly from the monoacylglycerol after incorporation of fatty acyl CoA. Now diacylglycerol obtained the third fatty acid in the form of fatty acyl CoA. Remove coenzyme A, reaction again catalyzed by diacylglycerol acyl transferases to yield triacylglycerol. That's how the triglycerides synthesize. Degradation. Now the degradation of triacylglycerol. Degradation of triacylglyceride occur in starvation and fasting state. Release of fatty acids from triglyceride initiated. Mobilization of stored fats is initiated by a by a enzyme hormone sensitive lipases available in lipid droplets that removes fatty acids, that liberates fatty acids either from carbon number 1 and carbon number 3 of tags, and the additional lipases which are specific for monoacylglycerol or diacylglycerol remove the remaining fatty acids. Now let's discuss that how the activation of hormone sensitive lipase take place. Hormone sensitive lipases the look at the covalent modification of hormone sensitive lipases. Hormone sensitive lipases have two forms, phosphorylated and dephosphorylated form. Its phosphorylated form is activated. The phosphate donor is ATP, and its dephosphorylated form is deactivated. And low insulin level, hormone sensitive lipases become dephosphorylated after removal of phosphate by the enzyme protein phosphatases, and dephosphorylated form of hormone sensitive lipase converted into dephosphorylated form of this whenever the insulin is more in well-fed state. Whenever insulin is low, uh, uh, at low insulin level or more epinephrine or glucagon. In case of low energy state, in case of low glucose level, epinephrine or glucagon They attach on receptors placed on a plasma membrane of adipocytes, converts attachment binding of hormone to receptors, hormone receptor complex able to convert ATP into cyclic AMP by uh, adenylate cyclase enzyme. This adenylate cyclase enzyme they going to be activated by in the presence of G protein. G proteins. Adenylate cyclase increase the level of cyclic AMP. Cyclic AMP activates protein kinases. And this protein kinase, after activation of protein kinases, fatty acid they liberates from triacylglycerol to make a diacylglycerol. Again, a fatty acid they liberate from diacylglycerol to make a monoacylglycerol, and and the third fatty acid liberated from monoacylglycerol to yield glycerol and fatty acids. Now, what are the fate of glycerol after the removal of all fatty acids from triacylglycerol? We have three fatty acids and glycerol. Now, the fate of glycerol in our body. Glycerol, once obtained, it enter in bloodstream, move towards the liver. In liver, glycerol, by the help of the enzyme glycerol kinases, converted into glycerol 3-phosphate reaction catalyzed by glycerol kinase. Glycerol 3-phosphate now have a fate. It converted into one of the intermediate product of glycolysis by utilizing NADH plus H. Glycerol 3-phosphate dehydrogenase catalyzed this reaction. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate, once formed in well-fed state, glycolysis operates dihydroxyacetone phosphate converted into pyruvate. And whenever the body have a low glucose level, this dihydroxyacetone phosphate uh, undergoes gluconeogenesis and produce glucose and glycogen. This is the fate of glycolysis in which glycerol, once it brought out in bloodstream, moved towards the liver, where the liver enzyme glycerol kinases utilizes ATP converted into glycerol 3-phosphate reaction catalyzed by glycerol kinase. This glycerol kinase again it converted into dihydroxyacetone phosphate by utilizing NADH plus H reaction catalyzed by glycerol 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. This intermediate dihydroxyacetone phosphate in well-fed operate glycolysis produce pyruvate. In low glucose level, it undergoes gluconeogenesis, produce glucose or glycogen. Now the fate of fatty acids. Fate of fatty acids, we know that in well-fed state, these fatty acids they kept stored in lipid droplets and they re-esterified into tags and stored in adipocytes. But these fatty acids, in case of low energy level, in case of low glucose level, uh, this these tags they're going to be hydrolyzed by hormone sensitive lipase, which place in adipocytes uh, and results the liberation of these fatty acids in bloodstream. These fatty acids, once it brought out from storage in bloodstream, it binds with plasma proteins, albumin. So that albumin allowed to transport these free fatty acids in bloodstream towards their target tissues like the muscle cells or myocytes or adipocytes. In target cells, these fatty acids they internalize in target cells by the help of fatty uh, acyl transport, fatty acid transport by the help of a specific fatty acid transporters. Fatty acid internalize in target cells. In target cells, they're going to be oxidized by the simple beta oxidation. Uh, evolve carbon dioxide and yield energy in the form of ATP. That's how the fate of fatty acids. The fate of fatty acid is so simple. In well-fed state, it again these fatty acids again they captain adipocytes, de-stratified their de-stratified these fatty acids were glycerol to make attacks and stored in adipocytes. But in starvation, in case of fasting, in case of low blood glucose level, low energy state, these tags they're going to be hydrolyzed by hormone sensitive lipases, liberate fatty acids. That fatty acid brought out in bloodstream, move towards the target cells or tissues by the help of the plasma proteins albumin, and they internalize in target tissues by specific fatty acid transporters where they further oxidize to yield energy in the form of ATP and evolved carbon dioxide. So that's all about the metabolism of triglycerides. Now the assignments. How triacylglycerol synthesis occurs in liver and give the fate of glycerol and fatty acids in the body. That's all about triacylglycerol metabolism.